I think he's a guy who is not out there to win on points. He's not out there to play around and necessarily be so strategic. He's out there to destroy. So his name, the God of War, is absolutely perfect for him. I love the fact that he went for that beautiful scissor-like takedown to Connie Basami there off of the single leg that his opponent Perez was trying to hit on him. Was trying to go for the footlock, ended up transitioning into that beautiful arm in guillotine. The kid is extremely powerful. He's big for the weight class. He's either going to knock you out or submit you, it seems. And I think he just made that division much more exciting.
Please, what's your name, champion?
My name is Davison Figueiredo. My middle name is Danger.
Danger!
Woo!
I ended up getting COVID. I contracted COVID August 29th, failed 4 tests, had vertigo. Dana sent me to Arizona, the Mayo Clinic, to possibly have a surgery on my ears. They thought I had Meniere's disease, a bunch of health issues going on. I came back after 2 months of being off the gym, just doing strength and conditioning, cycling, staying away from everybody because I was still testing positive for COVID. I came back in the gym the first day, worked pads with my coach, Michael Malott, tore my whole vein in my bicep. They misdiagnosed it, thought it was a torn bicep. 3 days later, I go and get a ultrasound and MRI, and I have blood clots that remove me from the fight, that make me be on blood thinners. And I go this Wednesday, to get ultrasound to see if the blood clots have reabsorbed in the body. I get another COVID test this Tuesday. I just went down to Miami to get amino wells injections. I'm on 12 weeks. If you don't know what amino wells are, check them out on the website. It's pretty amazing stuff. Mike Tyson's on it. You got Kurt Angle on it. Got a lot of people that are having some tremendous results, getting healed healthy. Immune system. I think this stems back from February when I had a kidney infection. It landed me in the hospital for over a week. I battled with that. 10 days a month before I fought a Rafael Sunsao, I had to go for 10 days into a IV antibiotic drip because the infection came back, and I had to stay on antibiotics for a whole 30 days. So I think that weakened my system. Then COVID came in. I still have effects, and that Golem motherfucker can't run from me. He can ask for whatever he wants, but he knows that I'm the next guy in line. And Dana and Mick, they promised me that when I had to pull out from this, COVID-related injury. So it is what it is. UFC 255, some pretty big fights, but it would have been bigger if I was on the card. Unfortunately, I contracted COVID, and it really affected my body. We're still working on getting healthy and getting back in there, so I'll be able to, win that title.
Hey, Ray, speaking of active, how about Tim Means' business? 23rd UFC appearance. Win over Mike Perry by unanimous decision. Lot to unpack in terms of Perry. Sort of hard to get a grip on where he's at exactly in a lot of phases of his life. I still believe in him as a fighter. I really do. But Tim Means, man, how about that jab, man? Huh?
You utilize his range at times perfectly, and at times he stays right in the pocket. Probably the times he probably regrets today. But he did do a great job. But look, man, again, a bigger issue, and I tell you, I had this over the weekend because I had 4 guys fighting in Philadelphia Wednesday and Thursday, but one of the fights was canceled. The guy came in 5 or 6 pounds overweight, and I said, don't take the fight. I just like it. I think just tell me if I'm wrong on this. Now I'm starting to think, because at this level, like Tim Means said it, I got an extra 30 grand. My guy would have got like $200. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so I see the money. I get that part, but I think the athletic commission has to step in there. You're more than like 2 pounds over the weight limit. The fight's off. I think the fight's off. At the lower levels, there's no money, so you're not getting compensated for anything. You know what I mean? I could see at the bigger levels, hey, you're getting another 70 grand. Okay, that sounds good, but I don't know, man. This weight thing, and this guy's dabbing up there after he misses weight. I mean, so double disrespectful. Like, what is that? I mean, what are you trying to figure out with this guy that you don't understand again? And look at this, Mike Perry being the ultimate optimist he is. His analysis was that he has to pay less taxes. He thinks it's a win. So he thinks it's a win all around.
Right. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wanna wait till January to fight again. Do you know why? Call me soon. 'Cause I don't wanna wait till January 16th to fight again. Do you know why? Sean Shelby, please call me soon. I don't wanna wait till January to fight again.
The steam rising off of his body right now.
Still got a race to do. New 4-fight deal. I don't know who's next. I don't really care, but next year I'll be back in there. Until then, staying in shape, and I think I'll start training some MMA for the next one.
Paul was training for a triathlon, which is great. That's how Paul was able to take that fight, because you've heard me time and time again. I always say a big thing of fighting is the cardio. Of course, you need the skills. Well, Paul's got the skills. He's worked on that his entire life. You need the cardio so you can put those skills into effect. Of course, training for a triathlon, the cardio was there. But there's a difference in energy systems, okay? Cardio for triathlons crosses over to throwing punches. It crosses over to dancing around, using your footwork, using your punches, your kicks, all the rest of it. That taxes the cardiovascular system. But then when you're trying to fight off takedowns, when you're trying to get takedowns, when you're fighting for underhooks and all that shit against the fence, now that's muscle endurance. You know, that's all over stamina, which I think a triathlon will help a little bit. But when you're talking about wrestling and things like that, you have to train that kind of endurance. And going for runs and swims will not do it.
Obviously, you know, it's all talk right now, but Israel Adesanya wants to move up and take that fight. So we'll see how this whole thing plays out. It's not done yet, but yeah, they're interested and so are we.
The opioid my doctor prescribed for my chronic back pain backed me up big time. The form of
No, I'm just playing.